Hey everybody. So today we're going to talk about how to estimate your daily protein needs. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because of a book that I read called Eat Like the Animals. And I've mentioned it before, and that's when I did a video on the 5 appetites. And you can find that in YouTube if you'd like to go there on my channel. But this one is about the number one appetite that we have, and that's for protein. And this is pretty incredible, actually. The leading thought for why we are starting to have an obese nation is around this particular aspect. It's saying that people who eat a high carb, high fat diet, which seems to be the standard American diet, tend to be always seeking to reach their base protein need. And in doing so, the body is constantly looking for more food to reach that basic protein need. And that's pretty amazing. So if we can take care of our basic protein needs, our cravings will be less, and we can then make up the rest of our calories from carbs and fat, but it won't be as high as if we weren't meeting our protein needs. I hope that makes sense. So there's 3 steps to figuring out how much protein you need to get from your diet on a daily basis. So the first step is to estimate the daily energy requirement for your age, your gender, and the level of activity using the Harris-Benedict equation calculator. And that's available online. It's called the omnicalculator.com, and you can go to the Harris-Benedict equation. So I would encourage you all, please take a look at this. You can pause, take down this website name, and then you'll see a screen like you see here. This is a fictitious character. It isn't me. She is a female. She is 5'4". She weighs about 160 pounds, and she's 52. So we looked at our BMR, which is the basal metabolic rate. This is the energy that her body needs to burn in order to just keep her at rest during the day. So her BMR is 1406. With some light exercise, she needs a little more, but 1406 is her base. So we're finding out what the base protein amount this person needs, okay? So you take that 1406, and then you go to the next step. The next step, number 2, is to estimate the portion of those calories, those 1406, that should come as protein. And that's your protein intake target for the day. If you do more exercise, you can have a little bit more, but your basic is going to be this one. So we look at our example again, 52-year-old, 5'4" female, and she's going to be in the middle years category, between 40 and 65. So her protein needs each day are going to be 0.15 or 15% of her diet. That's actually lower than the average when we're a little younger and when we're a little older. So if you keep it around 15% of your diet, the data suggests that we can live longer. That's fascinating. So you take her BMR 1406, you times it by 0.15, and you get 211. Now you take that number, 211, and you go to step 3. Step 3 is where you divide that number, that 211, by 4 to get the number of grams of protein each day that you should aim for in your diet. And remember, each gram of protein is 4 kilocalories of energy. So you take the 211, you divide by 4, and you get 52.75, which is estimated to be around 53 grams of protein daily, just for basic function. So this person, if she's going to be more active, which I encourage you guys to be much more active, get more movement into your day, especially if you've brought fat back into your diet, you want maybe 55, 56 grams of protein per day. But the basic that body is going to be aiming for is around 53 grams of protein per day, just to make basic functions happen. So take that for what it's worth. I think knowing this can really make a difference in how you look at your diet. I'm not asking you to count calories per se, but I am saying make sure that your basic amount of protein each day is managed. I'll talk a little bit later about how to look at your foods and estimate how much protein is in them, because different meats and different vegetables have different amounts. But that's easy to look up online. And once you know what you're looking for, once you figure it out, you know how many servings to have in a day, it becomes really easy to apply that to your day-to-day life. So I hope that's helpful. That's very good advice when it comes to managing cravings, managing binging, and getting down to your ideal weight for your age. So I hope that's great. And take care.